I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you think it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy. That's
They were my best friends.
Welcome to Tabletop Topics. I'm your host, Jeph.
And of course, Jeph, guys, if you want to watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and also listen to our ugly mugs on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Clips channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes, and of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the tabletop. Let's jump right into it.
Yeah,
Snot.
Worm.
Step Key.
Yes, sir.
How we
Welcome,
doing? Black
welcome.
coffee.
Jimmy.
What's up?
Snot. Hello, bald and not bald. Oh, man. It's crazy seeing the old Jeph with his shorter locks. Really?
It's short?
Wait, did you watch a old episode or did you see an old picture or something?
He probably did.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
Yeah, he hasn't cut them in like 10 years, so
Probably just blending in with the shirt.
could be. You know, he's black on black on black, so
Crazy word.
yeah, it is crazy work, man.
I was on Shiesty time.
Yeah, shadowy, mysterious
This
person.
ain't a beanie, y'all.
Yeah, it's part of his hair.
This ain't a beanie.
He was born with
What?
it. He came out the womb.
I'm always on time.
Talking about came out the womb with that beanie.
Oh, bro. Before we even jump into anything, I actually was reading up on the open carry laws. Not even the open carry, the permitless carry laws.
Really?
Yeah. So it was just pretty much identifying why most people still get arrested, even though it's permitless carry.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's for the dumbest reason. It's the same reason you wouldn't qualify for a permit.
5-minute intro. He says, "Yeah, looking at your short hair in our intro."
Okay, word. I feel
Yeah.
it. The 5-minute intro. Yeah, we gotta keep y'all on Triple T purgatory.
I'm telling you,
bro.
right?
Absolutely. Keep y'all guessing. What the hell these motherfuckers about to talk about today, bro?
Exactly. Never know. That's why it's called Tabletop Topics.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit. But yeah, man. Yeah, the only reason you would get arrested for permitless carry is for the same reasons you would get arrested. I mean, you wouldn't qualify for a permit. So criminal background.
Gotcha. Okay.
Anything like that.
I got you. That
Mental
makes sense.
health. So it's
I
like
got you.
you could just, you know what I'm saying?
Which is why backgrounds take about 2 days
Right.
for them to check. All that stuff. Okay, I got you.
Right. Step key. Yo, send the paper for that thing in December, the NDA.
Sir,
His soul certificate.
Sir, we are we might be old. We might be from the 1900s, but we use digital documents.
Just send the paper. Carrier pigeon.
We
Courier pigeon. What?
be like Birdman. Nah, we send documents. We use DocuSign. So anything that we have you guys sign.
We got their emails, right?
No, we didn't get none other emails.
Okay.
So
we'll just send us your emails.
yeah. Just
on
go to our
IG or triple T tabletop topics at Gmail.
Yeah. Either at Gmail or you can do our RG messages and then send us your email and then we'll copy it and then send it to you for December. So that's gonna be very interesting. But go ahead, Jeph. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. And then of course with open carry, which is mad risky, you can only open carry in places, the same places you can't open carry. Libraries, public spaces.
Yeah. Like if you were going to an event or something like that. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Like
going to the airport,
right.
Why would you open
Right.
carry there?
So the same shit that would disqualify you for a concealed carry. It's the same thing that would disqualify you for a permitless carry.
Permitless carry. I got you.
You see what I'm saying? So if you can't even conceal carry, you can't even own a gun.
I got you. So if your record is clean,
right,
then you're fine.
You can just walk in that motherfucker.
It's like trying to get like a passport. You can't get a passport if you have criminal activity on your record. Yeah, I feel
what I'm saying? Like if what was it? The ICC is looking out for you. Got to Florida isn't. Yeah, Florida is open carry. It's just super strict.
Yeah.
It's just super strict. So in terms of like, you can only keep it in like hunting.
Did
fishing.
DeSantis say it's open?
It's open, but only for hunting,
fishing, deer. So it's like seasonals.
Or right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Or like open
you.
field shooting or something.
I got you.
Like open field ranges.
Step Key, I got your IG message. Thank you, sir. We'll send it to you as soon as we're done.
But I get you, Jimmy. It might as well not even be open carry. Because there was a case that went to the state a few years back once they made it, because he was carrying it on his hip. But it was in a public space.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can't be any near government buildings, any public spaces, venues, restaurants, if there's a posted sign, public parks. So nowhere. Except for if you're hunting, fishing,
and other and shooting range.
Range.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
of course, if you have the in your vehicle, that's another thing too.
Right. So like with even with concealed, right? Whatever. With permitless carry, right? So if it's in your, if you are going to permitless carry, it has to be in a container that requires a step to access it.
I got you. That makes sense.
Understand this. It's as simple as it's in a plastic bag. It has to be
accessible.
A two-step process.
I got you. If it's too difficult to,
like, it can't be right there in your.
Yeah, because that's dangerous.
Right. It can't be on your person.
Or unless. Yeah, that's true.
It can't be on your body.
Because I know when an officer pulls up, they don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Unless
if you're permitless carrying.
Yeah, but if you have a permit, then it can be on your person.
Of course.
Yes, I got you. And then,
but like a glove box.
Yeah.
That counts as a two-step.
Yeah, open and.
Right.
I got you.
It doesn't have to be in like its case and then you assemble them over.
Yeah,
no.
I got you.
A plastic bag is simple. A plastic bag on your little on the passenger side or something.
Yeah. And then,
it's not my advice to two black guys about open carry. Don't. What you mean?
So, unfortunately, my brother and I are going on my vacation to look at some weaponry.
Right. You see, so Jimmy says, I do security and I can open carry while working, but you can't open carry unless you're on private property.
I feel it, bro. I feel it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, can you open carry on the person's private property that you are securitying for?
Right. That's his job.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Right. That's a job class. You know what I'm saying? That qualifies him for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that makes sense.
But like outside of that, right. But in terms of even driving around with it, as long as it's in the trunk, the glove box, your side compartment, or literally a plastic bag.
Loopholes.
A Ziploc plastic grocery bag, whatever. That's legal. Crazy work. Literally learned that today. I just kind of, because me and Baldhead are going to go firearm shopping soon.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, definitely.
So I've had my eyes set on something real nice.
On a blicky.
Jimmy says, yeah, you can't open carry in public unless hunting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But even then, it's still dangerous because the first thing cops are going to do is pull out their weapon because even if you're like, oh, I'm fishing, they're going to.
Oh, yeah, especially with like.
They're going to give you shit for it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, right? Think about all these tragedies that have happened.
Mhm.
People are just, you know what I'm saying, just with their guns out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People are
and
then if it's like you can conceal carry without, yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, without, permitless carry. Yep.
Okay, that makes sense.
Permitless carry. I was just explaining to him, you know, what qualifies you for permitless carry. And it's the same things that would qualify you for a permit. You know, you can't have any criminal records.
Yeah, for sure.
Mental, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, but sir.
Yep.
Jimmy says if the cops pull out their weapons, you can sue the city for thousands. I don't know, but that's if you make it though.
Yeah, we ain't making it, bro.
Yeah. That's what they see. The
Maybe
dreads,
if we say I identify as
what?
Caucasian.
They see the dreads. It's over, nigga. What? It's over. Jeph could probably get away. It's like I'm one of you.
Oh man, I identify as Caucasian.
What? Like I'm one of you.
Mm-hmm.
Just start saying big words.
I swear my parents are white.
Just
Use your country accent. Man.
Exactly, Snot. You can't sue and they done shot you dead 10 times. They done shoot you dead once.
Oh, we got to shoot that mofo before he sues us.
Oh man!
Turn off your cameras,
If a bag
Billy.
of skill can get a kid shot, what do you think in actual? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like what?
No, for real, bro.
We're just closer to what?
Yeah.
Type shit. You feel me?
Facebook one is on, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, sir, what did we do last Friday?
Damn, that was the question I was gonna ask you. No, you can't do that.
I already did it.
Take it back.
No, I can't. I already asked you. We're live.
Hey, Jeph.
Live goes forward, not backwards. Entropy.
Man,
I'm using science on you. Science. Boom, mic drop. It's got it. Sorry, Jeph. You got to do it.
Oh, bro.
I already did.
Coffee. Nah, Jimmy, coffee. You right, bro. Watching them Second Amendment auditors is so entertaining. It's entertaining until one of them is your friend and he's riding in the back seat. That's fucking tough. That's tough. And then you hear the famous words, "Sir, I'm going to need you to step outside your vehicle." Oh, I'm dead. I know my rights. Blah blah blah. You serve us.
And he's
we
like,
pay your.
and he's like, you have the right to remain silent.
He said, "Sir, get your ass out of the car, bro." What is your reason for this search?
He was reaching.
What's your reason for my? Oh no. Or you got a passenger and they're like, "Sir, step out of the vehicle," or "Where are you going? Where were you driving so fast?" They were like, "I'm not driving. I'm traveling."
That doesn't make
like
any
it's
sense.
over. It's over, bro. It's over.
You already know.
Call
you're
your
getting arrested.
parents. Say
Yep.
your prayers.
Yep.
You're done.
That's it.
You're fucking
You're
done.
getting arrested.
You're fucking done. It's not. I know you went to the Black Artist thing this week, but also Jeph did say he'd stream a game this. Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. Did you stream?
Didn't stream only because we had to catch up on Thursday. We didn't do Thursdays at all. So the Thursday interview that we had, we didn't put a title, we didn't put a description, we didn't do the clips. So that took my entire day.
Tough.
Yeah, that took my entire day.
I'm gonna let you deal with Snot.
Yeah.
I honestly, I did. I came home and I was like, "Did this nigga gameplay?"
No.
Okay.
Because remember when you got home, because like I said, you were so tired. The interview went so late.
I feel that.
Then
That
I
was
worked
a late
Friday.
one. Mhm.
Then when we got home Friday, we went straight to the thing.
That's real.
So I was able to do it Saturday.
That's real.
Oh no, I did the store because the new store is opening across from Whole Foods.
Mhm.
Then I decided to, let me go to the gym because I'm okay.
I'm dead. You see, guys, he had time to go to the gym.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck y'all niggas." No, I'm
This
dead.
was a Friday.
Oh, this was Friday.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, and then I went to the gym, and then after that, that's when we went to the event. So exhausted the next day,
Right.
didn't wake up till like 11 o'clock, and
Like,
then
we're old, sir.
yeah. But then again, that was Trey's interview, and we had to.
We ain't got it like that. Sir.
Yeah.
We're old.
Remember, we don't have editors to do our thing. We do everything ourselves. So But no,
Snot said you're not bald head anymore. You're clickbait at this point.
just like our recorded videos.
Snot, let me know. Let me know the last time this guy did a gameplay for you guys, because I know y'all could have a whole monthly wall of my dread face, bro. What
See, I'm
the
not gonna even say it, because if I say it, you're gonna be like, you're not gonna do it. So I'm just gonna surprise you.
Don't fucking say it.
That's why I'm not gonna say it. I'm just
Words
gonna
mean nothing.
Exactly. I'm gonna
Words
just
mean
surprise. I'm gonna just surprise
anymore,
you.
sir.
I'm gonna just surprise you.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see.
3 months later.
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas, guys. Here's my gift to you. I'm finally live streaming.
And then live stream. No, the backup, do like pre-recordings of all the live streams I did in private.
I'm dead. Hit your ass with a pre-recordings. Not scammed. Scammed, bro.
Including lies. I feel it. I
man.
deserve that. Yeah.
Snot says sovereign citizens. Everyone I've seen trying to audit a cop during a traffic stop loses. Yeah, absolutely. What? They ain't taking that shit no more.
No, they're
What?
not. They're not. You're like,
What?
you either give me your ID.
They'll
You,
beat your ass on camera.
oh yeah,
What
for sure.
the
Yeah,
hell?
they don't care, bro. It's like I'm tired of asking for forgiveness.
They will whoop your ass on
Mhm.
camera, bro.
Mhm.
What? That's crazy work. That's crazy
But
work.
yeah, Jeph, what did we do last Friday?
We went to
Blackout.
the Blackout.
Bruce couldn't go. He had to.
No, we couldn't bring Bruce.
Yeah. You know.
We had a nice little suit.
He's like, who called my name?
We had a nice little suit for him and everything. He's gonna dress up, but
They said no staffies allowed.
no staffies. No staffies. You do everything you say, including lie.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
see that comment.
That's that. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Lie.
So that's why I said I'm not gonna say anything. You know, I'll just surprise you. You know, I start my vacation Saturday. Yeah.
Said Brucey Bruce is too light skinned. We got you. You're good. Welcome back, sir. Move your face. Move your whole head, sir. I need to see if the reflections are changing angles. There we go. Good job.
I'm just joking. Oh, Jeph froze.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where we got?
Did Brucey Bruce freeze too? Yeah, Brucey Bruce freeze too.
Oh, he froze in.
Uh-huh.
He froze in.
I got you, Bruce. Bring you back.
Bruce is too light skinned, of course. We got
Brucey Bruce will bring you back. Hey, hey, look at you. Hey.
There you go. He's all up in the camera. He's all up in it. He's doing his Mickey Mouse ears right now. But go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
But we went to the thing.
The Blackout.
The Blackout.
Yeah. So it basically is it was like all the artists is coming together in Southwest Florida and kind of just
Putting together a great show.
they put together a great show.
Great sets.
Yeah.
I liked it. Everyone was really like kind of putting their best work out there.
Yeah.
And it was actually like performances, set pieces, themes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And things like that. It was pretty awesome.
So we got introduced to even more artists. We're going to interview one the 18th.
Yes, Jakai.
Jakai's coming the 18th to interview with us.
Jakai. Crazy voice.
Oh, you gotta
bro.
do the soundboard too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I probably
Damn, you just kicked everything. He's like,
that's
yeah.
probably what I did. I probably kicked the USB.
Just like,
Wah.
wow.
There we go.
Not Jeph messing up everything, bro.
Oh, perfect timing.
Nope, not working. Nope, not working.
Really?
Can they hear that?
Pretty sure they can.
Okay, I was just making sure because you're playing sad music and I'm not pushing sad music. Pew, 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 pew.
Okay, now we'll do this. All right, try now.
You want me to turn it off and turn it back on again?
That usually is the solution, right?
Alright.
Universal, right?
I'm telling you.
Just turn reality off and turn it back on again.
All right.
Sensational.
Try this. Nope.
No. Did I unplug it? No, because this is.
What'd you do, Jeph? What'd you do? What'd you do?
We can't continue without Yes, sir.
I can't. I'm naked. I'm already bald, bro. I'm already bald. Do you have to exit and then go back into the
I
app?
think so. Try now.
Sensational.
No. Try hitting the button, the green button.
This is the one that usually turns on.
Hit this, yeah. No, turn that off.
Yep.
Hit the second one. What?
Exit and then go back in.
Yeah.
We're having soundboard technical difficulties because Jeph got big feet.
My big fucking gator toes crossed the wires. Spooky action.
Spooky action, guys. Now, but go ahead.
Sensational.
Try.
Shame.
Yeah, exiting and going back in actually worked.
We love it. Yay! We love it. Yay!
But no, the event was amazing. We kind of took some videos and photos of the event.
Yep.
But no, I would like if Smoke was on here, we'd let him know, like if the opportunity comes next time. I think.
Oh, dude, we extend all invitations to you.
Yeah, like Smoking. If Smoke is watch back on this, he should go to the next one. Mike, same thing with you. Same thing with Isaiah. We sent the links to all of them just so they can get an idea. They don't necessarily have to talk to anybody. They can just kind of observe and just watch and then look at the different themes because there was rap, there was R&B, there was hip hop. Yeah, so this kind of like a small clip. Yeah, so it's like a small snippet of what we were. A couple photos we can show. No, but it was amazing. It was like I said. On top of that, you meet new people, you make connections, and of course, again, like my brother always says, 6 degrees of separation. So, we also let them know and then we sent them what we recorded and photos.
Yeah, we did a little collab with them.
Yep.
I don't know if you heard that audio in the background. Pretty much me. She said it's recorded like a boomer. Hey, hey. I like to experience this shit with my eyes, bro. I was my eyes.
You know what the crazy part is? There was not a lot of cell phones out. If there was recording, it was from like a regular camera.
Right, just to snap pictures.
Yeah, snap pictures and all
clips,
that stuff.
But it wasn't the whole time just phones.
Yeah, so it's like people always used to say when people went to concerts, they would just enjoy the concerts. They didn't have any cell phones or anything like that. But now it's like, oh, let's pull out our cell phones. And it's like the experience recording it's never going to be the same like it is being there. So recording it on your phone and say, oh, look, see, I was there.
This picture came out fire as hell.
Yeah, I did.
I took this in like nighttime mode or something. It came out pretty clean.
But no, it was a really good event. So like I said, any artists that we interviewed or potential artists or future artists that we interview, we would recommend going to Blackout. And they did it in a beautiful museum in Fort Myers.
Yeah, I think
too,
it was
bro.
new or something Center for the Arts or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
They got a lot of like venues out there.
Yeah,
freshly built venues.
Yeah, it was in an art museum. Yeah,
they had custom, designers.
Yeah, they
had clothes. They had art on the wall for sale. Things like that. It was really well put together.
It was. I think that
it was a very
professional event.
Yeah,
that's what I can say.
Very professional. Yeah. They had, someone at the door. They had a RSVP.
Bro, the man didn't even let me finish showing him the ticket. He's like, yeah, all right, go ahead.
Yeah. He's like, just show me your.
He wasn't even trying to look. I'm like, all right, pictures. All right, go ahead.
I'm dead.
I'm like, bro, come on.
I'm dead.
I'm trying to show. Okay. All right, go on.
I'm dead as hell. Hilarious snot is recorded like a boomer. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta replace him at some point. What the new gym be using the fucking
glasses? Yeah, those Ray-Ban glasses.
Yep, the fucking Snapchat glasses or the neck recording thing. You know what I'm saying? Snot looks dope. Did the venue do the lighting, or the people do their own thing?
The venue, like the lighting in the they did the lighting, like I think like of course the people did their songs, but the lighting was controlled by the DJ because
they had like set designers and stuff.
Because there's people
working the lights.
Yeah, those people would be sitting like where we were sitting at. There's people behind us in that glass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were just kind of.
And then they also had the DJ in the front too.
Mm-hmm.
So, but no,
yeah, the DJ, the host, you know, it was
no, it was dope. It was dope. I think that's something. I think that's because it's like a lot of people are like, oh, there's nothing to do in Southwest Florida. There is. We're just not looking for it. We think Southwest Florida is boring because we don't look for events or try to go to places or do things. You get what I'm saying? It's like it's like Caleb when he's always talking about the mystery train, where you can sit on the train and then watch an entire play while the train goes up and down. And this is in Southwest Florida. You get on the train. I think it's $50. It comes with dinner. You watch the mystery train, who murdered who in the train in the play that they're doing on the train, and then at the end of the train ride, you're set, bro. So I think there's a lot of things to do in Southwest Florida. Just people don't look it up or give themselves that opportunity. Like the art festival they do in Sanibel every single year. A lot of people don't know about that
because it's not famous. It's not popular.
And that's the sad part.
Spooky.
It's like you can find so much to do.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, it is.
It satisfies some people, you know. Like, look at me. Look at me.
No, I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? Everyone's a me-seeks, so it's like, fuck the actual experience. It's look at me.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? So, any more thoughts on this?
No, I got no more thoughts. I wanted to share something with
we actually
with our audience real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. You can.
I'll do this one first because apparently. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
So this is the first design. My brother is also going to do it on a gray and black shirt. But we found this power lifter named Angie. She's on Metro Parkway. If you guys want to get your shirts designed, turtle shirts. Yeah, she can make them for you. Oh,
I might be getting sick.
You are? From who, Julie? And then this is the second design. This artist, our sister created this, and then of course we put it on a shirt. But this is the second design.
She made sure to make me extra dark.
Yeah, I told her to go light on my brother. So let me put that light, like the light in there.
I'm dead. They're like, bald head, why are you next to a black Pac-Man? I'm dead.
Oh man,
what the hell?
So we're kind of sister created the logo for us, and then our faces on there, and that's fucking wild, bro. That's fucking wild. Oh man, but we're getting with her to create more designs. Apparently, people like the second design more than the.
Oh man. Oh, that's slipping. Who, Julie? Oh man. Need Bruce under the table though.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, that's facts. All right, that's true. That's true.
You said Julie, right?
Yeah, Jules is their sister. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We call her Julie or Jules.
Oh man, no, Snot's right, bro. We left our boy Bruce
My
out.
favorite co-host, not on the.
We left our boy out, bro.
Hold on. Let me just say this. This is not the first design. This is like prototype.
He's our prototype.
He's our prototype.
We're just fucking with some things.
Yeah.
Bro.
So we're definitely gonna put Bruce under the table.
This is a limited. This is the prologue edition.
Yeah. So, But no, yeah. So this
Own a part of history for $14.99.
right.
What the fuck?
See, he's so sad.
Offers won't last long.
See, he's so sad. He turned around. He's like, "You bitches! I've been in this production for
like,
3
fuck all
years.
y'all, bro.
I've been part of this since the conception of Snot asking for a camera,
Type shit.
and then you guys don't even put me on the shirt.
It's not the reason why we got Bruce.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's awesome.
So no, that, like I said, these are prototypes. We'll definitely get Bruce on there, but no, it's kind of like one step closer to what we want to do. Eventually, again, like if you guys do want to buy a shirt, it's different. But again, this is just a prototype. We got nothing concrete yet. We're just starting out, but it's amazing, bro. That how we're moving forward with everything that we're doing, and I want to continue to do that. But yeah,
I feel out of body, but that's a discussion for later.
Yeah, for sure. But we just wanted to share this with you guys because again, you guys watching us is the reason why we're motivated to continue to come on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then continue to try to grow this platform, invite more people, get more interviews, all that stuff like that, and we're just going to continue growing.
Really push conversations.
Yeah, we want those conversations to be out there, man, because everybody got different opinions, beliefs, whether it be political or regular, but it's just amazing to hear the perspective or where you guys are coming from. So we're going to continue to do that and continue to grow, continue to grow as a channel. So,
for sure.
Well, so yeah, just wanted to share that small tidbit with you. But would you like to move on to the next one?
Oh yeah. Since you've been dragging me behind the pickup truck, I'll let you segue.
How do I do this? There you go.
Segue.
Before time began, there was Jeph.
I don't know. You're halfway to the fetus.
I am.
He's assuming his fetal form.
My fetal form. No. We stumbled upon a video. What was it? Last week, but because we had double interviews last week, we weren't able to do it. So
couldn't really talk about it.
Yeah, couldn't really talk about it. So we said we're going to discuss it. We said we're going to discuss it this week. It's a small creator that we found on YouTube, and we're gonna play the beginning of her video, but it's basically talking about like the birth rate crisis and what's going on, like what is the reason for it, and we're gonna kind of dive into the video and then of course have a discussion on it, and then of course give us your opinions on it. Everybody has their own, but it'd be interesting, and of course my brother has his own opinions on the matter too. So it's gonna be an interesting conversation. And then of course we put her link in the bio. Below.
Link in the bio.
Link in the bio. I'm a content creator. Link in the bio.
He meant link in the description.
Link in the
guys.
description. Link in the description. So if you check in our description, the link is there. So you can watch the full content of the video, but we're just gonna play a short portion of it, and then we're gonna have a discussion about it, and then of course you guys can chime in and then have that conversation with us.
Snot says, "What's some pod inside jokes you could put on the shirt too? Gray sweatpants,
potato or bald head. I mean, if you can come up with it from all the videos that you've watched us, you can help us out with that. So that'd be interesting.
Type shit. Because I always say link in bio.
My favorite president. Oh man.
I'm dead. The genetically engineered perfect president.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you.
Absolutely. Sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's hop into it.
All right, we're about to hop into it. Can they hear it?
Hold on, not yet.
Yeah, you gotta put desktop on.
Deskutopu.
YouTube might own the bald head. We can change it. We can make it dark instead of red. So
Yeah, that's true.
that's the loophole.
That's true.
Yeah. So we can still print out the bald head on a shirt,
Or put a beard on it.
Oh yeah, bald head, beard, glasses,
Right. Just put a beard on
and
it.
then we're set.
spooky shit type shit. Yep, spooky shit, spooky work.
Yeah.
We only go up. Wogu.
Yep, we only go up.
Wogu, guys.
At the end of the day, I go to sleep happy.
Type shit.
Yep.
Turn that into a W.
Before you lie to me, you lie to yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, like I said, we got.
Say, what do you mean we? Who's
we? Nah, that'd be taking Vic's.
That's Vic shit,
That's
bro.
Vic shit, bro. Be like, who's we?
Oh, man. All right, guys. Let's jump into it.
Okay, so here's the deal. The world is splitting into two. You have
Is it
on
really?
one side countries bursting with young people like India, Nigeria, the Philippines, and on the other side you've got nations which are literally dying off like Japan, South Korea,
Don't forget to pause
Italy,
it when
and
you-
we're just sitting and watching as if this isn't a big deal. But let me tell
Why?
you something. It's going to be the Zoomers or Gen Z who are going to have to pick up the mess. So let's break down what's
Hold on,
really
pause that.
happening.
That ain't happening, guys.
You what?
That ain't happening, guys. You gotta look at it as like Gen Z aren't even moving out their parents' house, bro. And the younger millennials, they're struggling themselves, bro. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think that's gonna happen. But go ahead, continue.
I say pick up the slack.
Pick up the slack.
Let me know if you guys can't hear it. I can put the volume up for you.
India adds 1 million people every 20 days. Nigeria's population is going to double by 2050. Meanwhile, Japan sells more adult nappies than baby nappies. That's not a joke.
What are
South
nappies,
Korea's
diapers?
birth rate just hit 0.72. That's not sustainable. Italy is offering free cash to move into empty towns and
Bro, we're
houses.
going to Italy, bro. That's 45 grand. Is it commercial about
I think you actually have to be a citizen, sir, though. You actually have, like,
Man.
come on, bro. You know these people are homogenous as fuck.
All right, mute that. It's a commercial.
Yeah, mute this. I don't want them to see it either. That way they don't say, oh, you're fucking blah, blah, blah. You're doing the blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
And they hit skip.
oh,
Yeah,
I
there you
can
go. Yeah,
actually
that's
hit
cool.
skip.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool.
There you go.
work.
That's cool. All right. We just didn't
Love
want you guys to run through that
Yep.
bullcrap commercial.
We might have to
We're
get
trying to focus
premium.
on the content.
Might extend premium to this.
I know. We might do.
Let's go back.
Or you're probably just going to have to log in.
Here's the kicker. The countries with the most young people, well, they're going to be the ones leading labour, culture, innovation. It's all shifting. And the West is just aging out of relevance. But nobody seems to care. But what do you think? Which countries do you think are going to last the 21st century? Make sure to comment down your thoughts down below and to like this video if you agree with what I'm saying. By 2050, 1 in 4 people on Earth will be African. Young, ambitious.
We're spreading.
You what?
We're spreading throughout the 4 corners of the earth. You cannot deny us.
Action.
Mm.
What was it? You cannot stop them. You can only hope to contain them.
Digitally native. While the West debates collapse, Africa is
Because their ground zero is like, bro, 2025.
Yeah.
That's their ground zero, right?
Yeah.
So any advancements they make is from here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
So every advancement we've had, So like, all right, but before we
building
do
the
this,
future.
Jimmy's like, I ain't taking
Now,
no Nigerian
let's get
dollars.
into the spicy part. Birth rates are collapsing in the West, and people are pointing fingers.
okay. All right, so I know that's as far as we wanted to go, but go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
Get us off.
No. So I kind of wanted to break. Okay, yeah. If you guys want to watch the rest of the video, what's the name of her channel again?
Shamishka's State of the Debate.
State of the Debate. So yeah, if you guys want to finish watching the rest of her video, we put her link in our description down below, so you can get like a full context of everything else that goes into the state of the birth rate collapse in the entire world. Like we're below the, like they say,
Replacement rate.
we're below replacement rate around the world. Again, like she said, India is one of the places that have 1 million kids a year. I kind of wanted to just kind of dive into what might be the reason behind the birth rate. And I know you gave a scientific perspective, like the correction of
just
if you want to dive
the
in.
Ecological load limit.
Yes.
You know,
So
with
go
every
into that.
species that ever exists on the planet, there's an ecological load limit.
Mm-hmm.
How many organisms can this
Sustain.
environment sustain? You know what I'm saying?
Even though there's 8 billion people.
Right. We passed that load limit or some shit a while ago, right?
Yeah.
Like, we predicted this population explosion, but it would soon be followed by a collapse because it's still the same amount of limited resources.
Mm-hmm.
So because there's so many fucking people now, the it makes resources scarce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it's going to cost more to, develop but that's only for the already developed, countries. But in general,
Yeah.
we're just looking at it as a biological or ecological thing, that's nature.
Yeah.
That's nature. Nature is self-correcting.
Yeah. Because
You know what I'm saying?
I remember we had a conversation about 2 weeks ago before we even discovered the video. So I think Google's listening to our conversation. You already know how Google is.
Like,
because you keep telling me, because remember we had this conversation where I kept saying, okay, the entire world came to a consensus and say we are below the replacement rate. And you say that's a good thing, right? Or no, that's just no, you didn't say that's a good thing. You said the entire world is coming to a consensus that we're below replacement rate. But the way you're putting it is, if we're below a consensus, yet we have too much people, how does that correlate, or how does that compute?
say that again.
So if the entire world has come to a consensus that is saying that we are below birth replacement rate, like the average age of couples or families having kids is at 27 to 30, and then on top of that they're only having 1.5 kid or 2.5 kids per household when it used to be more than that. That's you said we're where we need to be because the planet's overpopulated. Mm-hmm. So what the question I was asking you is, like, I didn't disagree with you but the question I kept asking you was, what is the correlation if we're below the replacement rate but the planet cannot sustain enough people? How does that correlate? Like, how can we because again, Gen
for
Z,
the amount of infrastructure we built,
yes,
we need a certain amount of people to sustain those.
Catherine,
for the amount of systems we've established,
I got you,
with previous generations, it took these amount of people to establish these systems.
I got you.
Who's going to be there to replace those when those people who established the system retire?
Yeah, and that's kind of
that's the biggest detriment. That's going to collapse economies and things like that.
And that was one of the concerns I kind of brought up, because you said yes.
Before you continue, let me address Jimmy real quick.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Jimmy, I'm just gonna show you this. Here you go. An ecological load limit, known as carrying capacity, is the maximum number of individuals in a species that an environment can sustainably support over the long term without permanently degrading its ability to provide resources and absorb waste. The limit is determined by available resources like food, water, and shelter, as well as environmental factors such as disease, predation, and climate conditions. When a population exceeds this limit, resource depletion and waste accumulation occur, leading to increased death rates and potential collapse of the population or ecosystem. The reason why you see more people dying from natural disasters is because there's more people.
Gotcha. And then he also followed up with something.
And then factors that determine ecological load limit: resource availability, waste assimilation, predation and disease, climate condition. Here application to human populations. For humans, the concept of carrying capacity is more complex due to factors like trade and technology. However, humans still place an ecological load on ecosystems by harvesting resources and generating waste. So as we continue to advance, we need to
grow.
use more energy.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
And even though they're creating or inventing new things,
Right. It's just the law of equal exchange.
so you're basically talking from a scientific
right.
perspective.
If you want to grow and continue advance, you need to consume more energy.
Energy. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Let me address Jimmy's comment.
second point. Yeah.
Jimmy's second point.
Oh, Catherine says hello.
Catherine, CC. So that's not correct, Jeph. There's tons of resources to support us all.
The other one.
Of the human being. It's more likely a mental thing about supporting a family financially. Coffee, I'm claustrophobic. Don't include me in that New York City. As we create more things, we want more things. And what was unnecessary, like cars, light, rent, insurance, health, insurance, are being overburdened with too much shit that we can't support a family. But here's the thing. What's the basis of all that? Resources. If you have more people to provide for, you need to consume more resources.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
Sorry, but we've also learned it's not money.
It's resources.
It's not, because what we've learned is, and there's a scale there's a graph you can look up, Jimmy, online, that shows that even when people, the rich, have money, or let's say you've busted your ass and you've made it to the point where you have money, people just aren't having kids because the way the society was made, they're basically saying kids are a burden. I finally gained the financial freedom. Why do I want kids now? Now I have the ability to enjoy life, travel, do what I want to do, go where I want to go. So kids are not in the picture, or kids come later in life, but that still affects the birth rate crisis because you're only having 1 to 2 kids per household. So I don't think it is a money factor, because the poorest people are having the most kids.
The poorest people are having them. I think it's like so
It's a factor.
here's what I'll say.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say. I think, and I'm not going to say poor people have kids because of less education.
No.
Like I say, ecological. I don't know how many times I got to come back to this.
No,
right?
I got you. Yeah,
Like,
more
if you're
people, more resources. Yeah.
No, more people, better chances of your offspring surviving. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also bringing in resources to your family.
Mm-hmm.
If I have 10 kids, one of them's going to be successful.
Of course.
That's going to bring resources into my family.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the cost of having those kids, you know what I'm saying?
It's going to require more resources.
It's always resources, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Black coffee. Okay, let me change the perspective. Have you noticed that people who have less have more children, and people who have more children?
No. Like I said, there's a graph. It shows.
People who have more don't have more children.
No, they have less.
They have less children.
People who have less have more.
People who have more have less children
Because they have more freedom to do what they want.
It's not even that's a personal thing.
I understand. I understand that, but that plays a factor.
Like in terms of culture.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of like in terms of culture. Yeah, of course. You see what I'm saying? Snot says treading dangerous eugenics water. Break that down for me.
Well, it's like remember a certain amount of people, then the whole world will survive. Remember we talked about that too.
Well, that's just I don't even want to talk about eugenics.
No.
Eugenics gets into like race theory and shit like that, and things like that. But in terms of ecological load limit, you see it. You see it anywhere. You see it anywhere, right? If 1 million people move to Southwest Florida,
the prices go up.
Prices go up. That's less space.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? More resources to be used. More people that need jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Look at traffic going to work in the morning.
More families to feed. All right, let's say a hurricane comes here, right? So let's say Ian had hit Florida in 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Would have as many people died then or now?
Now, because there's more people.
Right. And over time, what has our effect been on the environment? Because there's more people that are coming here, they degrade the environment. So the natural things that would protect us from storms,
Like the reason why mom's houses are protected is because the trees are. Yeah.
You see what I'm
So
saying?
you take down the trees, it doesn't help.
Here's the thing: the Earth is gonna do what the Earth fucking does, whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This whole idea that we're killing the Earth. No, the Earth is doing Earth shit. It's been doing Earth shit for billions of years. So I'm not here to say we need to save the planet. It's just there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people.
So which is why we have more natural disasters, which take out a lot of people.
We have high mortality rates.
Yeah, we went from living to 40 to living to 85 to 100.
Exactly.
I think Catherine.
Coffee says, so returning to my point, more people worry about finances.
No, you skipped.
Catherine, have we talked about how there are people who are having kids who shouldn't have kids? But that's what I'm saying. What qualifies that? You see what I'm saying? And if it goes back to resources, that just goes back to my original thing. Everything is going to ultimately end up being about resources. Yeah. Whether you want to look at a personal scale, a microscopic scale, or macroscopic scale, or macroeconomic scale, a global scale, it's all about resources. You see what I'm saying? There's a limited amount of resources on the freaking planet. Why do you think we're so hell-bent on making everything artificial? So we can create our own shit, speeding up the time to grow crops, speeding up everything. You see what I'm saying? Because we can't supply enough resources for the amount of people on the planet. But what happening is because there was that lapse in birth rates, now it's that whole whiplash effect, that rubber band effect of population collapse.
Gotcha.
Because we're still living in a time where there's not enough resources. The economics aren't in favor of all these fucking people.
All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of fence riding. What would you say to the people that say, okay, well, if we have more children, then we would be able to work more to create more resources?
If we had more children,
if we had more human beings on the planet, there'd be more hands to create more resources to sustain that population.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. But here's the thing, right? So now we're not even talking about population increasing anymore. We're talking about population replacement. Because remember what I was about to say, that lapse in births essentially created a gap where now there's going to be like, remember, the boomers are the biggest generation?
Yeah, and Gen Z is the smallest generation.
Right. There's going to be this mass dying of elderly people.
Yeah, like what's happening in Japan right now.
Right. How many people are retiring from corporate jobs, construction jobs?
Millions a year.
Millions a year.
Yeah. And we're supposed to be paying for their retirement.
Right.
But
who's going to be their caretakers? Not other old people.
Yeah, it's going to be us.
It's going to be a population imbalance where it's like the younger generation that's there to kind of pick up the slack won't be there. It's going to be too small.
Gotcha. So my question is, when we get to where they're at, who's going to take care of us?
Right. You see what I'm saying?
That's going to be another
That's
major,
the issue.
Yeah.
That's the replacement. We're not talking about population growth. We're talking about replacement.
Gotcha.
You know, birth rate, 222. It's not,
okay, so you can go now to the,
Jimmy says.
So returning to my point.
Jimmy says, so returning to my point, more people worry about finances and they don't have less kids. And they have less kids. Those who don't worry about finances have kids 9 times out of 10. But they don't have enough kids to replace.
Yes. Yeah, like the people who
like if we were replacing the boomers, we would average, what was it, 2.5 kids?
Yeah, 2.5 kids per family household. But
no one's having 2.5 kids.
We're having 1.6.
1.6 kids.
Yeah, 1.6. It's way below.
That's way below replacement.
I think Japan is at 1.2.
So even though rich people are having kids, they're not having kids at a replacement rate. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially more developed societies.
Yes. And they have them later. They have them later in life too.
Right.
So it's like the later in life that you have the kids, the less that you're gonna have.
I don't know. I just think in more developed societies, the cost basis for kids is just going to be more expensive.
Of course.
You see what I'm saying? Whereas in a new society or a growing country, like a lot of these countries that are now having these population booms,
Yeah.
because they're in a developmental stage. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
They're in a developmental stage, you know. So, like, there's that incentive to hold on. Let me see. Snot says old eugenicists also believe that poverty should prevent people from reproducing. Actually, no, it does the opposite. What does an organism do, like, or what does a being do
Replicate.
when it's when it's under stress? It reproduces.
Yeah, replicate.
Right?
Yeah.
From plants to, you know what I'm saying? When it's under stress, it reproduces to increases its chances of survival.
Yeah.
Or it evolves or something like
Gotcha.
that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a warped view, because poverty is what produces more kids.
Price goes up, so taxes.
Price goes up, so do taxes, and it affects the education system.
Bro, the education system's already crap.
You what?
Prices, right? Resources. Why are prices going up?
Because we have to sustain more people.
Okay.
Again, like I said, there's other factors that play a part of it, but we're just mainly focused on that.
Well, what other cultural factors don't stem from resources?
What I'm
Right?
saying,
Because at the base of a family unit,
Mhm.
of starting a family, you need to what?
have money.
Provide.
Yes.
Provide what? Okay.
Resources.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about
GDP.
GDP.
Talk about all that stuff like
Da
that.
da da.
Companies are at an all-time
You know what I'm
high, but
saying?
you ain't getting paid shit.
Da da da. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Boomers are literally the baby boom generation because everyone was fucking after the wars. Right. What was the stress on humanity? Swaths of people were dying in war.
War, yeah. So it's like they needed to
Replace the
replace
population.
the population, yeah.
I don't know how we keep circling back to the first statement that I said.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I premised it with ecological load limit.
Yeah.
Because at the root of it, we're still fucking animals. I don't care how high of a consciousness you want to think it is. We still are on Earth, and Earth treats us the way it treats everything.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Like a cancer.
We still have to follow the rules. We're not a type 1 civilization. We can't control the weather. We can't control trees. We can't grow baby farms.
Or can't we?
We can't hit a button and then society advances. We are still at the whims of ecology.
Mm-hmm.
And ecology also affects this. You see what I'm saying? Jimmy says, so you can say we are overloading our ecosystem if we are...
Can't.
So you can't say we are overloading our ecosystem if we are at a decline.
And that's kind of the conversation that I had with you the other day to say, well, what is the correlation if the world as a consensus says there's no replacement rate? Yes, resources. But you're talking about in the sense, so you agree, but you're talking about in the sense of the planet is going to do what the planet.
Let me address Jimmy's statement.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So you can't say we are overloading our ecosystem if we are at a decline. Us being at a decline is a response to overloading our ecosystem. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying, oh, our systems are like, you got to understand, boomers are still here. They still have to get old.
Yeah.
And old people require what? More resources. Because they're like babies all over again.
Yeah, yeah.
So as they get older, they're going to consume more resources. You see what I'm saying? So that strain on the system doesn't end. It gets worse.
Until they're
gone.
And then, of course, the new...
You see what I'm saying?
And
because they're still here. Like, they're still filling up their cars. They're still buying groceries. They're still going to the doctor. They're still, going out with friends, going to bar. They're still here. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you can't say we are overloading our ecosystem if... No. There is no population decline. The population is still 8 billion people because they're still here. We're having an issue in population replacement. See, once boomers are gone, then you can say we're on the population decline.
Yeah.
And then guess what? All that wealth the boomers had is going to get transferred.
This is what Cece said, and then you can read her comment on the thing. Read it.
Oh, all the good men died off in the Vietnam War, and so the ones that were left to reproduce were the ones who burned draft cards and were too scared to go to war. So now we're left with a population of weak men who reproduce weak men. Who reproduce
all right,
weak
Cece.
men.
And then go ahead. People. Jimmy says people have a long list of stuff they want to do, or a check off list before having kids. That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
And I think that's what happens. It's like you said, in your 20s, you bust your ass, you get to where you want to get,
Right.
and then when you hit your late 20s and you're successful in whatever you do, whether it be man or woman, now you want to travel, now you want to go places, now you want to do all that stuff like that, and then later on, that's when you kind of choose to want to settle down and all that stuff like that. But go ahead and read the next one.
Sorry, I was driving. Impoverished people were considered inferior, which often coincided with people of color, but there are definitely poor white people too.
Where are you reading that?
Snot. I'm going through the comments. Just going through the comments. It's after CC's Sorry I Was Driving.
Oh, it didn't pop up here.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't pop up here. Go ahead.
Triple T's official opinion is that we need a global war. We don't need a global war. We just had a pandemic. You see what happens? How many people died?
Was it 2 to 5 million?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
2 to 5 million.
Why? Why did so many people die in a pandemic?
Because the Earth is doing.
There's so many fucking people.
The Earth is doing what the Earth.
The
does.
Earth does what the Earth fucking
And then,
does.
of course,
We don't need a war, bro.
we don't need to do anything.
We don't need to do anything.
Well, look, another example is the Ukraine war. The Earth is doing what the Earth needs
Well,
to
no,
do.
that's humans doing
Human
shit.
thing, but that's still
Yeah.
taking out a lot of people.
But an
though.
earthquake, yeah. A
Oh yeah,
tsunami,
yeah. The earthquake.
A hurricane, yeah. A flood, a drought,
mountains,
yeah.
lava,
volcanoes
yeah.
erupting,
yeah.
A pandemic, yeah. What do you think HIV/AIDS is?
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, y'all just fucking anything now. All right, I got something to stop you. Come on, bro. Come on, man. We are not outside of whatever this is, bro. We are not outside of the Earth yet, bro. CC says, what about people who just have kids to check off a box? The people who don't really care to have kids but are doing so because everyone else and their friends are doing it, so they feel like
they need to. So it's not something that they want. It's an obligation, basically. They feel like it's an obligation. Is that what you're trying to say, CC?
People who don't really care to have kids but are doing so. Because are you for or against the I'm gonna okay. So but they're still having kids though, right?
Yeah.
Right. I just think that's just a matter of personal opinion at that point. But if they have the economics and the resources to do that, sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's something they need to step outside of and look at how they subscribe to the culture or the peer pressures of the people who surround them, and make that choice within themselves.
What do you think? Your opinion on Abba and Preach when Abba was saying it's the culture. Yes, it's like you said, the Earth's going to do what the Earth's going to do, but do you think it has shifted in the sense where kids are no longer a priority, even if resources are expensive and all that stuff like that? So they mainly focus on trying to survive. But do you think the culture shift is kids are no longer a priority? It's trying to survive and take care of ourselves, like you said, resources.
Yeah, those who want to have kids will have kids.
Yeah,
right.
Regardless of if they are financially funded or not.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
do you believe there's been a culture shift though?
Yeah, absolutely.
That contributes to
absolutely, and of course, internet, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Internet. That's one. I'm not gonna say a psyop, but like that's one big blanket over everyone's mind where it's like you can see what's happening in the world instantly, and it's like, why do I want to subject a living being to that? You see what I'm saying? And then you see, essentially the way different events are taking place in the world, the economy and all that. Go ahead.
Hold that thought. Sorry, we missed this one. Snot said, I'm too sick to argue my point really, but my opinion is that I won't put a kid into this world until I feel ready for it. Laugh out loud. I know shit happens that that you can't predict, but I've got criterias. Right.
Yeah. No. Like I said, I'm looking at it from. I feel like at the end of the day, like I always say, the choice is yours. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
Yeah, for sure.
If we're here in the next million years, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's not my job to sustain humanity. I'm just telling you this happens every time.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like this happens every time. You know, it's just happening to humans.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Jimmy says, no, Jeph, we have plenty of food resources. Only means food you're focusing on. Things that are not essential foods is the only resource that a living being needs to survive, but you mentally focus on the other resources, not the essentials.
And then 1 second.
And then
wait. Hold on, man. Hold on, bro. Jeez.
This is why I shouldn't read comments.
Dog. All right. Other resources, not essentials. Oh, Catherine, we do waste a lot of food in this country. It's not. You missed some of my comments.
I read that. Yeah.
I know people who have more kids to get more military and government benefits, and all they do is just leave the other kid to parent the other kids. Catherine, that's the point. Having kids isn't high on the checklist. It's usually the last one. What about natural selection, Darwinism? Where did you see Jimmy's comment?
It's right here.
I'm not seeing it.
Right here. So after I've also heard people say that after snot.
Impoverished people. Sorry, I was driving. People have a long list. Nope, it's not popping up.
That's right.
No, Jeph, we have plenty of food resources. Only means food you're focusing on are things that are not essential food. Is the only resource that a living being needs to survive.
And then read the second one after.
Mentally focus, but you're mentally focusing on other resources, not essential resources. So food, shelter, water, electricity, medicine. How is that? How are those? Don't you need electricity to grow food? Don't you need water to grow food? What if your water's dirty? What if you don't have systems? You know what I'm saying? Like prime example, we have aging systems that's polluting our water.
Yeah.
We have aging pipes, aging infrastructure,
which is why
that's
we have
polluting
to
our water.
Constantly change.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why you have these listeria outbreaks. Okay, when it comes to farming, let's say a disease comes and wipes out your farm, right? Because you've genetically modified every animal to be one specific animal. Now a virus comes, wipes out all your animals that are a specific animal. Prime example, the bananas you eat today, right?
They aren't
the bananas we ate back in the day. That's a food resource. It's that easy.
It went extinct.
It's that easy. There's limitless examples. It doesn't have to be on the news for you. They're literally just Google how many vegetables and plants we've farmed into extinction.
Yeah. Well, we had to do hybrids.
Right. I'm not naming essential reasons like internet and that. No, I'm dead ass like basic for survival. You need clean water. That's the first thing. Unless you're
going to live in the mountains.
First thing in life is clean water. You see what I'm saying? Even in developed countries like here, how many times Florida gets boil water notices? Red algae. What does that do? Kills all the fish. Price of fish goes up. You can't swim. You'll get sick. It's all What are we doing? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you need to build a house, you need what? Trees, right? You're hacking all the trees. You think trees are going to grow in 5 years?
No,
No. How many years trees take to grow?
about 10 to 15.
Okay.
Yeah, they're replacing it, but it takes a minute.
Okay.
It's just like when you need paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Resources, not just food. You could say we have limitless food, but it takes energy. Ecological load line, law of equal exchange. The more you increase the output, the more energy you need to put in. So for 8 billion people, you need to be farming for 8 billion people. 300 years ago, we weren't farming for 8 billion people. Things take time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Things take time. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Cece. She said, "What about?" Oh no, hold on.
We have plenty of food and resources. We just don't know how to farm and maintain homesteads anymore. But when we say we have plenty of food and resources, what does that mean? You see what I'm saying? When you say we have plenty of foods and resources, right? Like, are you talking about a main crop source? Like, when we say plenty of food and resources, are we talking about manufactured foods? Are we talking about agricultural foods, natural foods, fruits, vegetables, meats? You see what I'm saying?
You're missing a lot of. So I know people who have more kids is where you need to start with. CC.
They're not popping up, sir. Not all of them are popping up.
Really? Okay.
Okay. CC says, I know people who have more kids to get more military and government benefits, and all they do is just leave the other kids to parent the other kids.
And then Black Coffee says,
Catherine, that's the point. Having kids isn't high on the checklist. It's usually the last one. What about natural selection, Darwinism? I'm with Snot on that one. Being able to waste food prices is my point. CC, did we talk about how there are women out there who don't want to have kids in the name of modern day feminist movement? Being able to waste food proves my point. Snot, we have plenty of food and resources. We just don't know how to farm and maintain homesteads anymore. Jeph, I think you're focused on points in the world and not all of Earth. All of Earth has enough food to provide for all of humanity. And to answer your question, don't talk about clean. And to answer your question, don't talk about clean water and food when India exists, and you know how they make their foods.
"You what?"
I'm there, which also proves my point. The country who use the least amount of technology and clean water, electricity, etc., has the most people in the country. Who has the most
Advance?
have a decline birth rate.
What?
Coffee, we have so much food and still can't afford my groceries. All right, so let me break this down because that was a lot.
Yeah.
Plenty of food, just know how to farm and maintain homesteads anymore. Jeph, I think you're focused on the points in the world and not all of Earth and not all of Earth. You're focused on points in the world and not all of Earth has enough food to provide for all humanity. And to answer your question, don't talk about clean water when India exists. And you know how they make their food. What's the point? Well, I'm confused.
I don't think you're talking about specific points. I think you are talking about the entire world. In the sense of like you said, it doesn't. Yes, certain countries are above the birth rate, but look at what's going on. Like he said, your perfect example, Jimmy, was you see how they make their food, especially when you watch those videos, and it's like, okay, they have too much people, and look what's going on.
Right, look at their quality of life.
Quality of life. You literally have not factions, but what do you call the rich and the classes. You literally have classism.
Like caste.
Yeah, you literally have classism in those countries. Even if the birth rate for them isn't below the thing, but look what they show, is what I'm trying to say, compared to what you can actually see if you do go to that country.
Modern technology. So that has the most people.
But I again, another thing with Catherine's with the whole farming thing, I think that's why you see a lot of people growing their own gardens and doing all that stuff,
We have
because
plenty of food and resources.
yeah,
We
well,
just don't
perfect
have-
example. If you go around Lehigh, how many not food trucks, but how many people are selling vegetables, plants, and all that stuff like mom and pop type stuff? Like they're starting to sell.
I think we're missing the point.
Well,
Okay.
break it down for me, Mr. Big Brain.
How do I say this? All right.
You can't sugarcoat it, Jeph.
All right. So we have plenty of food and resources. We just don't know how to farm and
Mhm.
maintain homesteads. Well, who's going to do that? You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, we have to face the problem for where we are in this point in time, right?
Mhm.
Like, because we can't devolve back into how we did shit.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
we gotta get Jimmy on the show, bro.
no, because I feel like everyone's missing the point. Everyone wants to focus on a singular thing. Like, here's one example
Yeah.
that contradicts the entire statement.
So
you're
the
saying.
exception, not the rule.
Right. Everyone's giving me exceptions, and ignoring the rule.
Mm-hmm.
The world is interconnected. It is one system. You see what I'm saying? India still has resources that it needs, like it uses to provide and stuff like that. The fact that they're eating in these dirty things is because there isn't enough resources. So you're literally proving my point.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a resource thing. I don't know how we keep coming back to it's a resource thing. You see what I'm saying? And then
Break it down for me.
there's also economic. You can't afford groceries because you don't want to eat ramen noodles. It's not. America is privileged. Don't forget that you can. But here's the thing. That's why I asked, what is food? Because ramen noodles has no nutritional benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Feed someone ramen noodles for 100 days, they're going to die.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's why it's like
Your body can't absorb it.
your
because
body
there's
can't
nothing
absorb
good
it. But
about
it's like we talk about we have food and we have other. Our food ain't even real food.
You go to other countries and they'll show you what bread looks like.
Yeah, our food ain't even real food. So I don't even know what we're talking about. We're privileged. We're not even eating real fucking food. So ain't nothing privileged about that. We're eating fake food.
Actually,
There's also an economic stand on the production and cost of foods.
people contribute to the.
People contribute to the economy.
Mhm.
I actually know a very interesting guy who'd be great to have on the podcast, who's very passionate about this subject as well as Western culture compared to other areas of the world. Coffee call in Lil Jeph is confused. Break it down for me. I'm confused. You're scrutinizing a country that have too much people, but you're asking how we can increase birth rates. I'm just solving the problem. Birth rate declines when technology increases.
Not in the poor areas.
I'm confused. You're scrutinizing a country that have too many people. Right. So if you have more people die.
Mm-hmm.
That was my original statement.
Yeah, just like Japan.
I'm not here to tell you to have more kids or not have more kids. I'm just telling you why this is what it is.
Mm.
I don't know. Like,
Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, Jimmy, what he's trying to say is he's not telling you to have kids or to not have kids. He's just telling you this is how the world works. Regardless of what we do or don't do, resources are required for everything. And the more human beings there are on the planet, the more resources are required.
right.
So what he's saying is Earth is going to do what Earth is going to do. Natural disasters are occurring at an alarming rate, whether it be volcanoes, earthquakes, landslides, hurricanes, tornadoes, just to fix itself because we have so many people on this planet. We're not saying that you should or should not. He's not saying you should or should not. He's just letting you know what it is. He's not telling you what to do or what should be done. He's just saying what it is. And there's nothing we can do about that.
And I'm not scrutinizing a country, Jimmy. You brought up India.
Yeah.
I was just telling you what you need for resources. I didn't bring up India. You brought up India having dirty water and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm just saying for places where you're seeing population collapse is because there weren't enough people to replace the previous population.
Yeah, but
You
like
see what I'm saying? And then we keep saying, okay, yeah, so as we advance, technology advances, people have less kids. But to create that technology requires more energy, more resources.
But this is what we also learned too, that yeah, when technology advances, who does it help? It doesn't help the poor. It helps the rich.
We're missing the point.
No,
And
I
it's
know.
pissing me the fuck off. It's really pissing me the fuck off. Because it's like energy in, energy out. Like, I don't like, even if you advance, it requires more resources. No matter whether it's kids, whether it's technology, whether it's population. You see what I'm saying? If you're building a factory, you need to fuel that factory. You need to supply that factory.
You need the workers
Right?
for
So,
that factory.
okay,
Yeah.
let's say you have technology. Let's say back in the day, people lumberjack trees, right? You see what I'm saying? So one lumberjack will cut 12 trees a day. But now you have fucking lumber saws that can wipe out entire forests
in a couple hours.
in a couple hours.
Yeah.
What is replacing those resources?
Nothing.
Resources don't grow in 30 years. We've been running on a limited supply of resources. So like bringing up India and clean water and manufactured food. Why do you think we're manufacturing so much fucking food? Why do you think everything is fake? I'm confused.
And then to your point, Jimmy, with Japan, yeah, Japan's is the most technological place in the world, but they're not having kids. Jeph, I get your point. I'm just addressing his points because he's bringing it up, and then we have a population of retirees that are going to die out, and nothing's going to replace them. You get what I'm saying? So technology can go advance as much as it wants, but that doesn't mean anything for human beings.
That doesn't free it. Right. It's
That's how come robots are trying to be made.
right. That's why they're trying to create robots and automation and stuff like that. Because someone needs to sustain that level of production.
Yes.
But it costs too much resources to sustain that level of production. You should understand what I'm saying. Because we built the world up to sustain 8 billion people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
All the advancements we made, the infrastructure we built, is to sustain 8 billion people. I don't care if one nation is rich, one nation is poor. We are all interconnected because we share resources.
Yes.
And because there's more people, let's say now Nigeria has 2 billion people and they're trade partners with America. Their demand for our resources is going to go up.
No, I got you.
It's equivalent exchange, conservation of energy.
The law of equivalent exchange.
I don't understand. Earth is going to Earth. You see what I'm saying?
That's all I'm saying. That's all he's saying.
We're on Earth's time.
Yeah.
We cut all the trees on Earth. We got to wait 100 years for Earth to give us new trees. And in the meantime, we just not finna have trees. We use all the soil, right? Okay, look at the orange groves we have going up Highway 29.
They're all dead.
They're all dead. They're all abandoned, right? That was a #1 supplier for oranges to Florida. We still need to produce oranges. We used up all the nutrients in the soil.
And now we get it from other states.
Right. But now it's going to take 50, 60 years for that nutrients to be replaced in the soil. How are you going to sustain that level of production when you have now lost that means of resource production?
Because now they brought it somewhere else, but now
They
they
brought
have
it
to
somewhere
double
else,
it.
but you still have that increasing need, that increasing demand. Let's say now we have trade partners with Cuba now. Now Cuba wants Florida oranges. You now increase your demand for resources because you're now sending it outside the country.
Like our strawberries, we no longer we don't get them from.
The world we live in now was built to sustain 8 billion people. I don't care if a country in Africa is poor. I don't care if Sweden is rich. We still share resources.
Yeah, because we get our strawberries from Canada.
Okay. Let's say there's a mass disease that wipes out the strawberries in Canada.
Then we have to find another.
Now we have one less
resource.
Okay. You understand what I'm saying? So now that makes strawberries more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So now we either have to make fake strawberries,
which we do sometimes.
Or make fake strawberry flavored shit. Why do you think we use high fructose corn syrup?
For everything.
Because we wiped out all the sugar cane.
Mm-hmm.
We destroyed all the soil in which sugar cane was grown. And it takes a while to restore that.
Yeah. CC says, and we've also lived in a society where we've been told by the government to be dependent on them. And they are the ones who control our food, which we eat, the healthcare, which is a resource when leaning on for childbirth care during that process, and our education system. We need to stop being daddy war bucks to other countries, and maybe we would have more resources. But oops, that's controversial.
Bruh.
Yeah.
CC said, let's go back to child labor. It was easy back then, much simple times. Jimmy says, you need to look at Canada tree population again. You're focused on points of earth, not at all. You do know there's farms that have so many foods that are going to waste every year by the millions of pounds. Okay, how are you going to transport all that food? Explain to me the logistics of how you're going to transport all that food.
Resources.
You're telling me there's tree farms. What did it take to grow those tree farms?
Jimmy, I think you're
What is it going to take to cut those trees down?
Jimmy,
what is it going to take to transport those trees?
Jimmy, I think you're also missing the point too, because you keep saying we're focusing on points, but you're also focusing on points. My brother keeps giving you...
I'm giving you an overview of how the system works, and you keep pointing out independent factors in the system that go against the overall how it works. You keep pointing the exception to the rule.
Yes.
You're literally ignoring the rule. So essentially you're telling me you're a gambler, right?
Yeah.
So if the system is showing you this is the trajectory of how everything goes, you're going to bet on the example that contradicts the trajectory.
Yeah.
Snot. Florida orange trees are facing a blight. Right. That's Earth.
Mm-hmm.
That's Earth.
But we're not focusing on that point. I'm just giving you an example of what's going on.
Right. That's just an example.
He says Cuba used to produce most of the world's tobacco, sugarcane, produce, and poultry, leading the world agriculture by being in the top 5. But then the commune came and ruined it. You think commune country is giving us shit? That's what CC was saying.
And Jimmy, you missed my point because you said you need to look at the Canada tree population again. I didn't tell you the population of. I was giving you an example.
Yeah.
I said, if back in the day, one lumberjack could cut you 12 trees a day versus today, one tree cutter can deforest an entire forest.
That same day. What's replacing it?
What's replacing it?
You can, like he said, you can plant a tree, but it's going to take 10 to 20 years to grow to a medium size.
You're missing the point.
Yeah. We're not doing focal points. We're doing the bigger picture. You keep focusing on the exception, not the rule.
Right. You're missing the point.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing the point. You do know there's farms that have many foods that are going to waste every year by the millions of pounds because they don't have the resources to transport those.
It's like when stores throw away food.
Right.
Because they don't want to, yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you can factor in the economy, but we've built this society
to sustain.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In conclusion.
Also, Florida orange trees are facing a blight.
Yep,
Jeph, we get our strawberries from California, SMH. So Florida orange trees, earth is earthing, exactly. It's not. Cucumbers and tomatoes also come from Canada. I will not stand for produce slander on the podcast. Right.
Thank you for correcting me, guys. Yes, it does come from California.
Right.
But
Stop. Don't focus on
single points.
right.
We're
Because
doing.
it's not the whole world. If the whole world was doing that, we wouldn't have these problems.
Mhm.
You're telling me to ignore the problem and look at this example that's not obviously the fucking problem.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? It's like everything takes resources. Your truck driver, you know what I'm saying? Like car production. If there's more people driving cars. So now we need it to increase car production. So now we need to increase steel.
Some places don't have copper where other places do. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, but yeah. Like you said, and that could be, like you said, that is a focal point of the reason why.
Unfortunately, we can't look at the world as isolated things. Everything's an interconnected
Bigger
system.
picture. Yeah.
And if you can't see that, it's gonna suck. Everything's gonna arrive at you late every single time. It's always going to be too late. Because if you don't see how other systems, it's a quantum system. One system affects the other side of the system. Energy in equals energy out. Jeph just proved my point again. Stores throw away food all the time. Why? Because we have enough food. However, they are donated. Kroger's thrown away back in the days. There wasn't all these options. It's not.
That's not what.
No produce slander. And stores throw away foods all the time. Why? Because we have enough food. However, they are donated, thrown away back in the days. There wasn't all these options. It's not. What you're saying? We're wasting food. That's what he's saying. Like we waste a lot of food.
Yeah, everybody wastes food though.
Okay, so all right. So we're wasting food. All right, we donate it, right? So now we donate it. People consume it. So do they just keep waiting for donations?
Oh, you're asking me personally?
Yeah, no. I just want to know how this logistically works out.
There's a company that comes in every single day for an entire week, Harry Chapin or other church variations, depending on who signs up for certain things, and then they will for the company that I work for, I know that they donate the food. Like it's like with chicken and bone barrels and all that stuff like that, you know, that's used to make soap, all that stuff like that. So makeup, so the resources that they use doesn't go to waste. But all in all, if something's damaged, like,
so when y'all throw food out, what happens to it?
It goes, like, if they throw like produce out, it goes in the trash. Whether it's a trash take it, burns it or whatever, landfill. I don't know if they still do landfills. And then of course, like say like a fruit salad, it passes the expiration date. They'll scan it, toss it in the trash because they can't donate it.
Right. And Cece, thank you for saying that.
What she said?
There's also checks and balances to take into consideration. Yeah, absolutely. Because it's like, let's say you are donating food, right? That's a health risk.
Yeah, because the tree nut oil, all that stuff like that. Some people might be allergic.
Right.
So you have to be careful, which is why we don't donate chicken.
Like I said, I want to stay on the grand scheme. But
yeah.
Right. There's checks and balances.
I see what Jimmy is trying to go at. Again, we're just looking at the bigger picture. We're not singling out specific places, companies, countries, farms.
Right, because that's not 8 billion people.
That's not. Yeah.
That farm isn't supplying 8 billion people.
Yeah. So
that restaurant isn't supplying 8 billion people. I'm talking about the entire system as a whole.
Yeah.
The entire interconnected global system of humans.
Yeah. And I think Snot said something.
Snot says it's like government cheese. No. Yes, how how the government was paying dairy farmers for X amount of milk, and then they ended up with too much. So they have a vault of cheese. Yes.
Yeah, the
There's
giant
a
vault of cheese in Wisconsin, right?
Mm-hmm. A vault of cheese. Yeah, they have cheese vaults. They have cheese vaults.
Snot says, so do you want the population to stay at 8 billion? Question mark. Like the birth rate being maintained versus rising or lowering?
Oh, me, I don't give a fuck. I don't care whether the population goes up or collapses. You know what I'm saying? I've already been born, so here I am.
You what?
You know?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I'm just a spectator.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel it.
I'm still going to make the decisions I make, and that's just what it's going to be. But in terms of for or against, I truly don't care. I'm outside of that. I truly don't care. Yeah, it'll affect me, but like I said, I could see things from a mile away. So this isn't new to me. It works like that with so many. Everything is just a nested. It's the same thing over and over and over again.
Mm.
But that's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing over and over again. Jeph, I'm arguing your idea that there's a decline of birth rate because overpopulation. I'm arguing that it's overstimulation from too much information and technology keeping people from having kids.
Also with the baby boomers.
With the baby boomers, I challenge that it wasn't from stress. If you're comparing it to now, I guess it was because there was no plan B, and that the sun, and that's
what.
Well,
that's kind of where I brought up Jimmy. That's kind of where I brought up the whole Abel and preach culture thing, because back in the day, people actually wanted to have kids, not just because of the war, but I don't think it was the whole plan B or no plan B thing. Marriage was more prominent. Relationships were more prominent back in the day, where people are more free to do whatever they want, so they can choose what path they want to go to, regardless of birth control or not. But I think people just wanted to have kids more back in the day than they did today, putting aside the war that happened. So,
right. Well, yeah, war. What do you call it? Famine.
Yeah.
Dust Bowl. What do you want to? Market collapse.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great Depression.
I think it was just a great culture shift.
You see what I'm saying? If that's not stress on a population, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
We're not going through a depression.
No. We're going
You know
through inflation.
We're not going through a world war. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we're going through inflation.
We're going through inflation. We're going through overpopulation, and we're going through, whatchamacallit, I don't know. I guess like a population destabilization. I don't know. It's a lot of things. And then on top of that, we're also more interconnected, like Jimmy said. But yeah, people don't want to have kids until their checklist is complete.
Yeah.
Right.
That we agree with Jimmy.
And on top of that, the life expectancy
has extended.
Has extended.
Yeah.
So people are having longer outlooks on life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It's not so we getting the Jeph Jr.
It's not says, so are we getting Jeph Jr.? Hey, y'all don't have to get me, bro. It's fine.
No, getting.
Are we getting Jeph
Kid.
Jr.'s? Oh, I thought she meant Jeph Jr.
No.
I got you. Are we getting Jeph Jr.'s or not? I'd love to have a Jeph Jr.
A mini-me? Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing.
A mini-me. That's in the cards, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna... Yeah, that's in the cards. And even if I got to raise them by myself, I know I'll be able to do it. So many young women are taking Plan B, and that's because they are over.
Yeah, I addressed that.
Okay, and don't want children and gender change. You saying TikTok brain rot is preventing people from fucking? No, it's actually making people gooners.
Yeah,
more people are.
Well, it's it's actually less because they can't get it up, because what they see online is not what they see, what they do in real life.
That's true.
Yeah. So because they goon so much online, when they get into real life, they can't get it up.
That's true.
So it screws their mindset up, because they think that's what it is. So when they try to emulate what it is, it doesn't work. So it's like the girl's like, what the fuck, bro?
Spousal rape was not recognized, so sometimes women didn't have a choice in having children. That's facts. Snot, you make a good point. This also leads to divorce rates as well. Can't wait to be the godmother of the Jeph
Junior. Oh, man.
Catherine did bring up feminist movement. I say that women's rights did have an effect in a way, but I don't think it's a negative. Oh, my nephew was born a week ago. Yeah! Congratulations on CC. Black coffee. It's not Earth. It's millions of babies being prevented yearly by choice, and that choice is because of overstimulation. So many men want children, but they don't create babies. That's another topic. Yeah, women couldn't leave abusive marriages easily. Why do women not want to have kids? Catherine, auntie status. Women don't want to have kids because they now have more opportunities now.
No, that's coming on here.
than back then. Essentially, also with the feminist movement, it's part of their ideology that they don't need kids to be happy. Facts, facts, facts.
Holy cow. All
Facts,
that pops up on
facts.
there, but not here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because like, depending on what they're saying, like
Yeah,
YouTube
doesn't
YouTube won't.
I got you.
Like that. Right. Like I said. So if we want to now kind of focus in on culturally, yeah, you could definitely say that there's now more choice to, essentially extend your non-childbearing or just completely opt out.
Opt out, yeah.
Opt out of those.
Especially if you want to just focus on what you want to do.
Yeah, if you want to. Now we now have the choice.
Yes.
Now people have the choice.
It's been what, 70, 80 years?
Right.
Yeah.
But that also goes back into the culture.
Yes. Yeah. Again, it's a culture shift. It's a culture shift.
Right. Coffee, why don't women want kids anymore? They don't need to have kids to be happy again. That's the answer you heard from. Yeah, they don't need kids.
To be happy.
Yeah, they don't need kids to be happy.
Yeah. But also, do you think that social media has made it so that kids are more of a burden than a how do you say it? Kids are more of a burden than a gift.
Or
I don't know
like
how you
a
put
benefit
it.
or something.
A benefit,
like
yeah.
Right.
Kids are more of a burden than a benefit.
I feel like kids should be a decision you make internally with yourself and spiritually, not because of what TV told you to do and what not to do and what they sell you. So, like I said, everything is life in life is a choice. You get one chance to do everything.
Yeah.
And whatever choice you pick, there was a version of you who made a different choice.
Yeah.
And you just got to live with that choice. You know what I'm saying? You just got to live with that choice. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. I truly don't. I truly could not give. If every woman rolls up and said, this is now fucking Amazon planet and.
How as they said, snoo.
Snoo and all that.
I'm ready.
I don't care. If women completely got up and said, hey, we're going to end the human population, who gives a fuck? I don't care. You see what I'm saying?
Good luck.
But ecologically, we'll just find another way.
Yeah.
I.e., sex bots.
I was going to say Mars.
Oh, Mars. I.e., sex bots.
Well, that's why they say by 2030.
Right.
Yeah, 2030.
I.e., sex bots.
We're going to be a cyberpunk.
Artificial wombs, all that. You know what I'm saying? What's the saying? We don't need men type shit. All right, hey, that's absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe the world's infrastructure will transform into a gender neutral form factor infrastructure.
Well, another thing,
one that allows women and men to participate in in the actual construction of the infrastructure of society.
Well, and Japan is also working on the whole birthing pods too.
Huh? Oh, birthing pods. Oh yeah, we going to the Matrix, bro.
Yeah, Japan's working because they're trying to save They're trying to save their population, so they're working on birthing pods.
Right.
So they'll pay people to give like their eggs and their sperm just to have kids. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, we're just headed towards the designer baby route. I seen that a million years ago.
Oh yeah, for
What the
sure.
fuck?
6 foot this, tall.
I don't know. You could choose your baby's gene. Yeah, hey, how's that eugenics for you, right? We're literally fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Hilarious, right? When
Yeah.
you paint it under the guise.
It'll be
of
like
something
what's the
else,
name
right?
of that movie?
Fucking hilarious.
What's the name of that movie with Matt Damon when they were living on the moon?
Right.
What's the name of it?
When they were living on the moon.
Yeah, the rich people were living on the moon.
Oh, Elysium.
Elysium. There you go. I froze again. You kicked me.
You didn't.
No,
freeze.
never mind.
You're
I thought I
still
froze.
moving. You tripping.
I'm watching the
You tripping.
The tele.
Right. So yeah, we're essentially.
Elysium. Yeah.
It's so lame, bro. Essentially, that's where we're going, right?
Yep.
We're anti-eugenics.
Yep.
But that's where we're going. Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Monkeys go ooh ooh. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. We swear we're the smartest fucking things on the planet, bro. It's crazy what we are actually. Depend from our frame of reference. A mushroom could be smarter than us.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because a mushroom could self-reproduce.
Tardigrade.
Bam. Oh, my population's low. Boom, I'll just grow like 30 of me.
What about
You see what I'm
tardigrades?
saying? Tardigrades type shit,
Yeah, we're
depending on
screwed.
how you want to frame intelligence. But hey, special self-deletion. That's fucking bravo. I'm so glad I'm a spectator. I could be one of the final humans. I'd be like, this is blaspheme. I'd be like Noah when Gilgamesh fucking went to him and said, yo, we're the, or no. Yeah, it was Gilgamesh.
Yep.
When Gilgamesh met Noah, the last of the old humanity.
Yeah, that lived for like hundreds of years. Yeah.
I fucking love it. I honestly, really, I'm outside of it, bro. To be honest, I'm not with. I don't care about.
You know, partake in
Nope.
the NPCs.
Because it's just a bunch of colorful words and it's all doing the same thing. It's all doing the same thing. It's all ecological. Elephants are definitely smarter than 40% of the people I know.
The NPCs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The reason, Snot says, Cece says, the movement critiques motherhood, unequal parenting burdens, and fights for reproductive rights. To elaborate more on Black Coffee, the reason women think men are shitty is because social media shows them the unrealistic, unnatural men. Hey, man. Hey. Humans are gonna fucking human, right?
Yep.
Humans are gonna fucking human, right? You know? If a 30-second clip can, I don't know, bro. Humans are gonna fucking human.
Yeah.
Humans are gonna human.
The cultural shift.
Yeah, cultural shit. Right, because that's just the layer on top of nature, you know.
Yeah.
But I get it though.
Right, Bruce?
That's just the layer on top
Bruce
of nature.
looking at me like I'm crazy.
I get it though. I get it.
Bruce showing his cakes.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But essentially that's where we're going.
Yeah. CC, glad you can join in the conversation because I know you said you wanted to chime in, but she was Pilates it.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's just how I look at it in totality.
Yeah.
I don't care if the population goes up,
down,
it collapses. I know everything I know.
Well, because at the end of the day, you can't do nothing but just watch.
I'm a spectator.
You're a spectator, and anything that happens, you're just a spectator. Whether you live or die in the moment is. That's all we can do. We can spectate. We can talk about it all the live long day. We can protest about it all the live long day. But nothing's gonna change because
it's just a natural evolution.
Yeah. So the world's gonna go how the world's gonna go. We can talk about how people waste food. We can talk about how nobody's having kids. We can talk about
just
how
the natural evolution of a species.
And I think that's what it is. It's yes, it starts a conversation, but at least the conversation is being had, and that's how I look at it.
Didn't society get more civilized as we evolved?
Yeah, for sure.
Instead of going out into the cave and just stealing a woman.
Yeah,
it was okay.
Now you must court and
then it was
do the process.
Okay, dad gives away the daughter.
Yep. Then it was drop handkerchief.
Then it was drop handkerchief. Then it was, now we have our own say. Now it's
date,
and I can move the way you move.
Yeah,
we will move equally. Equal exchange, right?
Mhm.
The universe always moves
law.
towards equilibrium.
The law of
It
equal
moves
exchange.
towards balance, no
Full.
matter how hard you try to fight it.
Full Metal Alchemist, the
You know
law
what
of
I'm
equal
saying?
exchange.
So even within a species, because that is a system within itself. Within itself, it tries to reach equilibrium. Whether that's through, population control, where one portion of the species, is like, okay, we now have enough power to,
Mm-hmm.
Influence
Everything else.
everything else.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
But
got
then
you,
again, women hold the key to population.
bro. Of course. Of course.
That's literally it.
There's nothing we can do about that.
Nothing
All we can do is
about that.
build the world. Other than that,
Right.
you guys are the ones that create
Right.
life and bring
Right,
it in.
right.
So,
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, unless what the whole artificial womb
well, yeah,
thing-
which Japan is working on.
right, artificial
Or sex
womb thing.
robots.
Right, then we can truly be equal.
Yeah.
I think that once you remove that responsibility from women, it can
Truly equal.
Yep. Yep. If that's what they want, give it to them.
Give it to them.
Give it to them.
There's Jimmy got some.
Give it to them.
Jimmy got something, and then we'll head out.
There's a famous mice experiment where scientists gave the mice all the resources they need 100 times, and each time they all went extinct because they were overstimulated and decided not to reproduce.
I think he's going with the whole social media aspect with the TikTok and all that stuff like that.
Like the idea we could have it all,
Yes.
and yet we still continue to forget.
And it's
that.
still not enough.
Well, it's not even not enough. We think we have time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's the problem.
And then when we reach a certain point in our life, they're going to be like, oh, shit.
We think we have time.
Time.
I'm not gonna dive into that whole frontal lobe shit. Fuck all that.
No, that's not. That's not
It's just everyone's gonna reach a point in their life. Unless you're the happiest motherfucker on the planet, everyone's gonna reach a point in their life where they reflect on every decision they have ever made. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta live with it and be happy. You know what I'm saying? So if 30 years from now you're like, damn, I should have had a kid,
That's on you.
then that's on you. Try again in the next life.
Next life, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's on you.
Try again in the next life. You don't have to do anything you don't fucking want to.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in life is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in life is a choice.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But, got any other question?
Catherine, what do you think your dowry would be worth? You know what I'm saying? But it's not Earth, it's a mentality.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's a what? What? What does that even mean, Jimmy? What the fuck? You ever seen the banana and the monkey experiment and the spray bottle experiment? I think it was you who told me about that, or it was Snot, or someone told me about that.
It was a video.
Right.
So, yeah.
Where it's like they start off with one monkey,
Yeah.
gave him a banana, and then every time he would reach for the banana, they would spray him with water,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And every time he go for the banana, they sprayed him with water. So now he knew, don't take the banana.
Mm-hmm. Then they introduced
They put it in another monkey.
Mm-hmm.
They put in another monkey.
Mm-hmm.
The monkey goes to go for the banana. The monkey goes for the banana. The first monkey's like, no, don't go for the banana. But the second monkey has no idea why the first monkey said don't go for the banana, but the second monkey's not going to
It
go
was
for
a
the
group
banana.
of monkeys.
Right. It ends up being a group of monkeys.
Yes. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they bring in the third group of a third monkey.
Yeah.
The monkey tries to go for the banana. Both of the monkeys beat up that monkey and say, don't go for the banana.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have one monkey who knows why
Mm-hmm.
not to go for banana, and two monkeys who don't know why to go for banana, but they know going for the banana is bad. So now they take out the original monkey who knew about the banana and the spray water.
The first monkey.
The first monkey.
Mm-hmm.
So now they only left the two monkeys
The first and
who don't know why not to go to the banana. And they introduce a third monkey. The monkey goes for the banana, and the other monkeys
Attack and kill.
attack
And delete.
and beat up the monkey
Yep.
for going for the banana. Yet none of them know why they not to go for the banana. Not one single monkey, because they took out the original monkey.
Mhm.
Who knows why not to go for the
Mhm.
banana? But now there's 3 monkeys who don't know why they shouldn't go for the banana. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. That's what CC said. Yeah, we'll head out.
We also live in a society where we've been told by the government to depend on them, and we're the ones who control our food, which we eat. The healthcare, which is a resource we lean on for childbirth and care during that process, our education system. We need to stop being daddy warbucks to other countries, and maybe we would have more resources. But that's controversial. Cuba used to produce most of the world's tobacco, sugarcane, produce.
No, don't read that.
Oh.
Left. Keep going down. All the way down.
Oh, you think this is social media has ruined everything.
There you
People don't want to have kids because they see them as a burden, because they can't go out and have fun and live out their youth past when they need to. They also like to pimp their kids out on social media. There's also a low quality of men out there who call themselves high quality, but they don't want to be a man and step up to be a father and a husband and set a good example, so women don't care to look or try.
What'd she say?
Gotcha.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Right. But like I said, whatchamacallit, like even in terms of stepping up to be men and stuff like that, that still requires resources.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like
Leveling up, all that stuff.
right, leveling up and all that stuff, and you know what I'm saying? It's just not it just does not correlate. There's a non-correlation to that.
She
yeah.
said return to the monkey. No, that was essentially what it was. Like, what's the moral of the monkey story? Like, don't follow blindly? Or
Right, everyone's just following blindly. Like they don't understand the main reason why a lot of these things are taking place. They're just doing it because they see it.
Yeah, so it's like one person runs, everybody runs,
Right, they
but they don't know why.
internalize.
Yeah.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Yet they haven't lived it. You know.
Yeah.
Everyone's making decisions off of others' lived experiences.
Gotcha.
Instead of theirs.
Their own.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They live reality through the lens of other people,
Mhm.
and then they internalize it.
Mhm.
Thus,
trying to make it their own, and then they project
right,
it.
and then they project it out into the world,
even though they've never experienced it.
So now you just have this collective mass psychosis of people believing this is what it is, when in actuality, you know,
I got you. That was
yeah,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I got you. Good conversation, bro. Good conversation.
But yeah, man. We like I said, CC. Just to summarize, like I said, it goes back to resources. You know, I'm pretty sure, generally speaking, throughout history, even in the animal kingdom, women, female, the opposite of male, the birth giver, you know what I'm saying, generally want their partner to provide,
of course,
more than they
generally speaking.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Now, if you can have everything in the world for yourself, I think with the monkey, yeah. If you can have everything in the world if you can provide everything in the world for yourself, you can have your own house, your own all this.
Yeah.
But you still have the mentality of,
I want more, or
this person needs to provide,
Uh-huh.
or come with more than I already come
have,
with.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're just we're going backwards.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
We're going backwards because it's like the whole lumberjack thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one lumberjack could cut 12 trees.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, a woman could meet 12 men in her life.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's cutting down entire forests.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. There was no when there was a small town,
right?
It was just whoever was around. Now
Right.
that they have access to the world, it's
Infinite resources.
Infinite resources.
Right.
I got you. Okay, understood.
Right.
Understood. Do you have any? Oh,
Do.
I'd be going After that banana.
my
CC's
dowry
funny.
is worth a lot.
Yeah, man.
I think with the monkey thing, people are not having kids and don't know why. If you're going to use that analogy, if I was in Bridgerton times, I would be the socialite of the year, a hot commodity. Everyone would be courting me. I'm gonna play coffee here because David Attenborough taught me different. I'm gonna play coffee here.
What?
Is it no? I think the monkey thing. I think with the monkey thing, people are not having kids and don't know why. If you're going to use that analogy.
Yeah, and he gave you the example. It's the whole mass psychosis of do what I say, not what I do.
Or not like.
Hold on, I said that wrong. It's like people following blindly, basically, instead of having their own independent thoughts or decisions that they want to make.
They don't seek to find the source of that.
Yeah, they don't ask why.
Right. They don't ask why.
Yeah, they're just
You see what I'm
okay.
saying?
They're just okay with whatever's
And
put
then
in front of their
internalize
face.
the information for themselves and then make their own independent decisions.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They'll use shit like guy code or sweeping statements or girl code or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, women want a provider to do more things with. I see the woman who has a provider still don't want kids. She wants to check off her checklist. I see more girls with non-providers having more kids. Female mammals look for a strong mating partner that fertilizes and disappear, or they eat that motherfucker.
Who say that?
Or
She's talking about animals.
Yeah, or they eat that motherfucker. Right?
Yeah.
In most of nature, right? Right? The women essentially.
Yeah, for sure. Look what don't read it, but out loud, but. We got you, CC. We got you.
Oh man!
But
around 10%, 10% of all species have the male help raise. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yes, good job, Snot. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Right, even in nature. So if you could look at every system in nature, and only 10% of all species co-parent.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
What we talking about?
That's suspicious.
Stop acting like we're outside of this shit. We're not. We just speak English. We just speak.
All right.
We just use words. All right, I'm sorry, Jeph. And don't even worry. I'm the one timestamping this.
Oh?
Yeah, what the hell? What you worried about?
Yeah, wait till Thursday.
So I guess a deadbeat dad is following their evolutionary. But here's the thing. Even in nature, they usually chase the man away, or they keep the male away from the kid because the male will usually eat the kid. Or like, you know what I'm saying?
Some species will do
Put
that.
the kid in danger.
Yeah.
Type shit. And usually the females are equipped to defend
The child.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Type shit.
It's like for like cheetahs, like the male does not stay, and then when the cheetah reaches a certain age, the mom just leaves without even as a goodbye. It's a good luck.
It's a good luck.
I'll teach you how to run and all that shit.
Right.
And you have to fend for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So
it's like, I don't know, bro. I'm just, like I said, I'm outside.
Put Bruce in the camera. He's trying.
What's that, Brucey Bruce? Shout out to all the deadbeats out there. I see you,
man. Shout out.
Yeah, type shit. Yeah. No, that's real. That's real. Next thing you know, we'll all end up like the seahorse.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough. Uno reverse.
Birthing kids.
What? Uno reverse. Spooky shit. Right, you see? Praying mantis will eat their own mom or dad.
Spiders the same way. They'll unalive the male spider.
Unalive the male, sever his head, feed it to the kids.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? or lay the kids in his body, in his corpse.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So what are we saying here? You know what I'm saying? It was an eventuality.
Right.
It was an eventuality.
There you go. Bottom.
He provides me a house, pays the mortgage, isn't a deadbeat, and stand-up dad, a loving husband, and I'll give me kids and clean home he bought and food on the table that he deserved after a long ass day. But that's the thing. That's where the whole personal like you're saying it pretty simply, but you know.
It's like saying, if your car doesn't have gas, put gas in it.
You're saying these simple things.
If you're homeless, buy a house.
But we know it's more complex than that.
If your phone gets cut off, pay for it.
It's like what kind of house you want. How big is the house? What kind of car you want? How much money you want them to make? What type of resources
you gotta break
What's
it
the school
down.
district? What's the neighborhood you want them to live in? What kind of values you want
What
them to
school do you
with?
want to go
What
to? Do you want to do
morals?
private? Yeah.
What morals are you instilling? What does he believe in? What is his character? You know, is he honest? Is he reliable? How many times does he lie? Has he ever lied to you? Has he told you the truth? You know what I'm saying? Is he empathetic? Is he, you know what I'm saying? I promise you it's not. See, this is what this is what got us in the 1950s type shit. Because you're just saying a house, a mortgage isn't a deadbeat, but what does that mean?
Yeah. It's
what
different.
Right. What is your standard for a deadbeat?
Yeah, it's different now.
What is your standard for a house? What is an adequate house for you? What is a suitable home? What's the neighborhood you want to grow up in? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. If you
don't know.
Because anyone can have a house. That shouldn't be a qualifying factor. You know what I'm saying? If I bring a fucking boxable, a damn 300 by 300, that's a fucking house.
That's a house, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a house.
That's a house.
I could cook some gourmet ass food.
Yeah. It comes with everything, remember?
Right.
You just got to attach it to electricity.
Right.
Backyard, you good.
But it's going to be in a plug-in stove.
Bro, I got plenty of space in my backyard,
You know what I'm saying?
We good. We got this.
So it's like, are we talking about quality of life? Or are we talking about a partner? Are you asking for a partner to bring you a certain quality of life? Or are we just talking about a partner?
Yeah. Well, and you know the thing with partners, they never last.
You know?
Because they come into the relationship as individualist and they leave the relationship as individualist.
Right, because everyone wants to be individuals but together. No one wants to build
something
a new thing.
Yeah. And I think
this is me. This is me. You need to incorporate me and everything I like into your life. You need to incorporate me and everything I like into your life, instead of these are who we are independently and we are someone new together.
When we do something or create something together,
we have a new personality together.
Yeah.
But people can't understand that. It's like, I want to stay me when I'm with you, and you need to like that.
And that's why relationships fail.
Right. Because
everyone goes in the relationship independent.
And that's how they think all the way through.
Yep.
All the way through. And that's why for me, I think I'll be single, but I'll probably be a single parent. Not because I'm finna pump and dump.
What?
But, you know, I actually want to raise a kid to not be fucking selfish like the rest of this planet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel it.
And it's tough. It's tough. But that's just my own personal thing.
That's good, man. I'm glad we had this conversation.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
Glad we had this conversation.
Yes, sir.
You have any final thoughts? Or is there any final comments?
Yeah. Final comments? What do we got? What you got for us, Mr. Jeph?
No, I got no final thoughts. It's just like I said. Let's just see how birth rates have decreased because fancy and they forget what's real of or what the banana is. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Jimmy.
Oh wait, is this gonna be Andrew Tate spinoff in like a year? Ha ha ha. It's alpha male to abandon your young. Coffee we evolved as
what the fuck?
I'm dead.
Oh man,
I'm dead. Hey, like I said, everything in life is a choice, bro. Everything is like
What the fuck?
we evolved as humans to have long essential resources free. It's just people don't want to live below their means. Then the spiders and centipede moms will let the babies cannibalize them. Facts. Exactly, Jeph. See, now we get to my point. Birth rates had decreased because people are overstimulated. They want this and that and a big fancy house and that, and they forget what real or what the banana is.
Yeah, agree. What did CC say about me, bro?
Oh, man. Jeph. Little Jeph, find your incubator.
Nah, before that, bro. Go ahead.
I'm dead. Bald head would make a great seahorse. I'm dead.
Damn, I'm the nice guy.
Yep.
I'll just give birth to the children.
You're the nigga at the finish line.
Exactly. Take care of my kids. What the fuck?
You the nigga at the finish line,
man.
sir. That's
Hell
tough.
yeah. Hell yeah.
That's tough.
They don't build, they move in. Go ahead, bro.
I'm dead. I'm dead as hell. Little Jeph, did you get rid of that spider? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, there's another one.
Yeah, another one stuck
It's in my bathroom.
No, it's not saying get your incubator. Absolutely. I'm pre-ordering right now.
Hell yeah.
What the fuck?
Sex bot and incubator.
Pre-ordering right now. Or like, if I ever have the means, I'll pay a fucking surrogate. What the hell?
Yeah, that worked too.
Right?
We just have to create a contract.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's the way we're moving. It's business now, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Family been dead. It's business now.
CC's like, and I'll take my time with finding home.
Type shit. Did you get rid of that spider? Jeph, Forrest Gump at the end when Jenny married him after kids.
Boy, she had AIDS. That was crazy.
Absolute. See,
That was
you want to
diabolical.
summarize
My life?
Let me not say that because it's going to sound red pill as fuck.
I'm Forrest Gump,
That's
basically.
going to sound red pill as fuck.
I'm Forrest Gump.
If you want to summarize, that's who you got to be. That's who you got to be. If you want a loving relationship, you got to be Forrest Gump at the end of the movie.
Damn, that's
at
crazy.
the end of the movie, dog.
That's crazy.
At the end of the movie.
I'm Forrest Gump, bro.
At the finish line. At the finish. That's crazy work.
That is crazy. That's a wild movie, bro.
That's crazy work. Oh, man. That's crazy work. My God. Oh.
That hurt.
My goodness. That's unconditional love right there.
I named my son Forrest, but I got AIDS. That's crazy, bro.
Yep.
That's a crazy movie.
Yep.
You guys should watch it.
That's
We're going
tough.
to find out what Forrest is going to find out.
That's tough. And that's is why I'm having an incubator baby.
Mm-hmm.
What? Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Absolutely not. See, I can give love. I can love people and da da da.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But no.
What did Jimmy say?
No.
Forrest was
was worth $5 billion.
That was it.
You what?
No.
I'm not
man.
going there. I'm not going
We-
We're done. But
Alright.
that's just me. That's just
I
my
got you.
personal
I
opinion.
got you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel it.
I've shelled out thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars.
Ain't got nowhere.
And got ghosted. Bruh. You see what I'm saying? But that's just personally me.
Yeah.
I don't paint everyone like that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Not everyone's like that.
not everyone's like
Yeah.
that. Like, everyone is a new experience to me.
For
I
sure.
will never take my past experiences
And bring it.
and bring them into new relationships and
Yeah,
stuff
for
like
sure.
that. But when it comes to having kids, I'll go about it solo. I'm not gonna wait
Oh
for
my
a
God,
decision.
it's not.
I'm not gonna wait for a decision. If you don't want to have kids, bye. And then
And that's why I always
Right.
say. That's why I always say have that conversation at
Right,
the
that's
beginning.
what I'm
So it's
saying.
like if you're
before
interested,
you lie to me, you lie to
to
yourself.
Yeah.
Don't
so
come to me with a lie. You know, don't put on this fake ass lie of what it.
This is my thing. I don't believe in there. It's too soon to be talking about stuff like that. No, I need to know what your priorities are, so I know if I'm wasting my time or not.
Can't pay me enough for my time.
Exactly. And then I'm like, if I want kids, you don't want kids, we're moving on. Let's not even.
Right. Don't waste time.
Yeah, it's like
Don't waste my time.
well, it's like a Christian trying to marry an Arab.
Oh, a Muslim.
A Muslim.
Yeah,
It's
crazy
like, why even start the relationship when you
That's
know
so dumb.
when you know the person's not going to convert?
That's so
Bro, what the
dumb.
fuck?
What do you think the power of love is going to overcome actuality?
Or
What
you
the
think
fuck?
you're going to be able to convert that person? Get out the fuck out of here,
No.
bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
No, I'm not a gambler, sir.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You want me to waste my time?
No.
Nah, bro.
Not wasting my time on the potentiality of
I'll love you to my fullest potential every single time. Every person is a new person. You get 100% of my love. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, but I have seen, you know, what, like, tough.
Go ahead, bro. It's not. Life is like a box of chocolate.
Type shit. Life is like a box of chocolate because it has AIDS. AIDS. It's the moral of the story.
You're gonna have fun with these timestamps, bro.
AIDS,
And these
bro. What the fuck? That's crazy. Kids before marriage is the way to go. No, I feel that.
Yeah.
What?
You gotta see if they really committed. Hold on, where's the button? You gotta see if they're really committed. You gonna give me a child, then we can get married.
I'm dead.
It's children first, then marriage.
Nah, that's crazy.
We switching it up, bro.
Nah, that's
We
spooky
switching it
shit.
up.
That's spooky shit. That's spooky shit. Nah, that's spooky shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I was at a wedding, bro. And they said for richer or poorer. And homegirl said for richer or for richer. You what? And I looked at that man straight across in the fucking
Y'all getting a
in the
divorce.
views, and I'm like, brother, man, every day I pray for you, man. She said for richer or richer. I love it. I love it. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I know what actuality is.
Yeah.
I don't entertain delusions.
Yeah.
I'm only speaking for myself.
Yes.
If your delusions
Now you can speak for me too.
If your delusions contradict reality, that's a no-brainer. What?
Yep.
What was that one song? Somebody I used to know.
It's somebody.
It's not. I won't be someone you know. Someone you knew.
You didn't have to.
It's someone you used to know.
Out. Think
Absolutely.
I like it when it happened and then we were nothing.
Cece says, "Get a dog."
Die alone.
If that's the mentality, yeah, get a dog.
Yeah.
Just get a dog.
Yeah.
Right. Just get a dog. But me, I'm gonna instill all the values in my fucking kid.
Yep.
My kid is gonna feel fucking invincible. No one's gonna stop this guy
Yep.
or girl.
Jimmy like soft run first.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like blindside them. This is the real world and fucking start showing them like war corn and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you have to instill those virtues.
Yes.
I will truly instill virtues in my kid. He's not gonna be no brain dead, brain rot, fucking TikTok gooner, fucking TikTok gym bro gooner, fucking. Oh, I'm just so disgusted, bro. It's so disgusting. It's so disgusting.
Cece.
Ask her
sure-
to do a 23andMe before the.
Look what Snot said. Look what she wrote,
Make
bro.
sure she's fertile.
And then Cece says, ask
her to do a
23andMe.
before the.
Golly. These girls are wild, bro.
Oh man, coffee smashing on the first date and raw. He's smashing that chicken raw. What the
Bro,
hell?
that's not popping up on YouTube.
Crazy work.
Oh man, I love Restream,
Crazy
bro.
work. No, I love it.
I love Restream.
Catherine is Lil Jeph, a girl dad. Oh, you damn spanking. Absolutely. You damn spanking.
They're asking you a lot of questions, bro.
You damn spanking. I was raised by women.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what? Lil Jeph is a boy dad.
No.
I think I'd be both. Because me, I was raised by women. I had to learn to be a man.
Yes.
I had to get burned endlessly to be a man.
You have to suffer.
So that's one thing I could I can raise my son with that. But as a girl, with a girl dad, bro.
Values, morals,
Bro.
and teach her how to treat a guy.
Right.
Because not a lot of people are, not a lot of young women are taught how to treat men. But
I've seen my
men
sisters
are taught how to treat women.
Right.
Yeah.
Seen my sister and my mother's experiences at the hands of men, so I already know what it is.
What the fuck? Who am I spanking now?
Who am I
What's
spanking?
going on? Hey, we got it. Hey, yo!
You what?
What are we talking about, Snot?
I'm dead.
I'm running out of liquid nourishment.
But I get it though. I get it. Everything in life is a choice.
It is.
And that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna teach them, hey, ain't no takebacks.
No, it's not.
Ain't no do-overs. And that's
And then
a
let
value
them know.
they're gonna take.
Let them know
And
before
then
you lie to
can
me.
Choose anything. Right. Before you lie to me, you lie
Lie to
yourself.
yourself.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be ingrained.
In their brain.
So before you lie or anything, you gotta keep up that lie.
Yeah.
Think about how stressful that lie is gonna be. We spanking.
We don't spank. We beat. Spanking is for monkeys.
Yeah, we spanking. Well, bring me the paddle, sir. What? We
Oh, you going
spanking.
classic, bro.
Oh, the wooden paddle?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You got to go tree branch
Or
with
the switch?
with the leaves. Well, apparently the leaves had more like. So that's.
You get 100% of my heart and my load.
Hey yo! Oh my god!
Ooh wee!
Oh my god!
Ooh wee! Lil Jeph said you're darn spanking or something. Oh man, type shit. Absolutely. We do spank. You don't see these big old hands, boy. What? We do spanking. No, palms of the hands. Palms of the hands. All right, Jeph, I gotta take a leak, sir. Take us home.
Oh, you can't leave. I gotta do that intro before you leave.
We mean the intro.
The exit out, bro.
take a
No, you
leak.
better hold on, bro.
Hurry the fuck up.
All right. If you guys want to catch and watch our ugly mugs on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're on Facebook, Kick, Twitch, and listen to our mug on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Deezer, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and now YouTube Music. We also have our YouTube channel, one word, Tabletop Topics, our Triple T's Clips channel, and our TikTok. So if you click on the links, it'll take you directly to the episodes. And of course, we have timestamps so you can navigate throughout. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and of course, leave us a comment. Again, guys, thank you again for joining us at the Tabletop. You have a good night, weekend, evening, and day. We'll see you on Thursday. Jeph, go pee. Outro now.
Who are we spanking? Who am I spanking?
We'll talk about this outside of the podcast.
Absolutely. Spanking is for adult time now.
Outro
That's-
now.
wow.
Good night, Jimmy. Thanks a lot.
Good night. Appreciate you.
He said
guys.
good talk, Jeff.
Yeah, we had a great convo. I love
Great
that.
convo, bro. Like I said, bro, we gotta bring you on the show.
Absolutely. Spankings for the monkeys. We beat guts. We beat
Go
guts.
fry that chicken, little Jeff.
We beat guts. That's the only thing we beat.
You keep saying you need to go pee, but you sitting there,
I
bro.
do. Hold on. What's the intro? Go fry that chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, she already know.
Good night, Snog. Good night, CC.
Good night. Thank you for joining
Good night,
us.
Jimmy. Good
Great
night, Stephanie.
conversation.
Absolutely great conversation.
Thank you, guys.
We love it.
We'll have the
Appreciate
clips out
you.
soon.
Appreciate you. Wait, where's YouTube? Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, Jeff. I'm actually leaving this time.
You gotta transition out, bro.
Yeah, I almost hit the
Yeah.
stop share.
Yeah, that's it.
They were my best friends growing up.
From Black Can.
And I didn't want to leave the hotel. I was scared too.
Meanwhile, you back, it smelled like straight horse booty, bro. That's crazy.